Oh, here I am. I got my glasses taped together. I had to put two of them together. I discovered that. If you got eyes that, you can use it for long, just one. I can undo this and I flip them up and now you can see through just one for long distance and then for short up close like this, I put two of them together. And man, it magnifies it. It's just the right distance between them and everything. Magnifies it. What did they cost? I don't know. I think these were $9 at yeah, these right here were $9 at the CVS. These type of things, these type of glasses, but they don't, and or they might not be from CVS. I think CVS only goes up to 275 because they say if you have anything worse than that, you should go to the doctor's, get a prescription, and get your eyes fixed out. We don't give high folk, like binocular visions. So you buy two of them, put them together. And it magnifies it nice, too. Yeah, try it. You'll see what I mean. Because you can try them right on a wall there. Just put two of them together and then look at close up, on yourself. You got your book in your hand. You're looking like this, See how good it is. Like my hand right now in the dark, just about. Because it's shaded from the light. And I can see detail and everything in my hand, And that's the way this type of glass together works for me up close. Because now I can I look at myself. Man, did I get old? How did I get so old? Why am I old? I didn't do this to myself, did I? That's life, Billy boy. Life. I asked God, I was 70. When I was 75 years ago. I said, God, I want another 70. I'm in pretty good shape, man. I'm strong, robust, declaring all justice of the Lord, my rock, in whom there is no wrong. Oh, I say, glory be to the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit, was the beginning, is now, and ever shall be, world without end. Amen. 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 Kind of like a tenor bass voice, don't I? You know what I had to go through to get this voice? Because God says, okay, beat COVID, all right, okay. So the Blessed Mother's, asking God for me because I wear her miraculous medal and everything, asking God to spare me when I got COVID. Don't worry, Billy. Well, thousands will be dying all around you, but you won't be harmed. I said, okay. I believed in that. I hand out her miraculous medals all over the place. Over 1,000. Easy. People I meet and stuff. What's beautiful about it is that medal has a little portfolio that goes along with it. It's like 3 pages and it's in plastic. So weather or anything can't get into it. And you can read about the miraculous medal. And I give them out. I don't go to children or anything. Give them out. I give them to parents to give to their children. Because I'm in that, there's a program in the Catholic Church I had to go through. So, and one of the things is you don't approach children being a minister without approval of the parents or the parents being there, or you don't hand out things to children without it going through their parents first. That's the way it is in the Catholic Church. And they have a program you have to go through so you're approved. I've been through that program, so I worked with children for several years, 30 years, all the time, music, teaching. I was a teacher, school teacher, certified too, New York State. Check it out. My name is William Donald Nixon. Yeah, I was a teacher, certified. Until I was given I'm not going to go into it, because it had to do with perverting children, and I didn't have any from a staff of people to. It's a long story, something I don't want to get into right yet. Maybe later on in some lecture or something like that, I might tell that story. I've been here 75 years, people. Almost 80, going on 80. I'm going to make it. My mother's 94. She had 5 kids. My hair was never down. The only way I get this forehead has been there since I was a child. Just like that. Where my hairline goes. I used to cover it up. See, I can be Trump here. Let me be Trump here. Come on, Trump. I'm going to join the club. Come on, Trump. Come on, Trumpy. I'm going to join the Trump club. There we go. There you go. There's a Trump dude, man. Ah, yeah. Trump is cool, man. He's cool. Yeah, look at it. That's a Trump dude, man. And I'm 75. Is he older than me? Yeah, I think he is a little older than me, isn't he? Like my big brother. I'm your little brother, Trump. Spiritually, I'm your little brother. You say the rosary? I say the rosary. Okay, that's what binds us together. The body of Christ. Eucharist, the Shekinah, the true presence of Christ Jesus in Eucharist. And the consecration of the Mass. Every moment in the world, right now, there's a Mass being said. 24/7, all over the world. Think about that. What church does that? The Holy Roman Catholic Church. For many, 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 many hundreds of years, thousands of years. And now 42,000 other Christian churches have evolved from the schism. Martin Luther. He was debating on his deathbed. He was. I heard what he thought. He thought, maybe I really messed up. So he repented on his deathbed. So who knows what God? He was a priest. Priest forever to the order of Melchizedek. Nobody. I mean, the Pope probably kicked him out and all that stuff. He was a demon or something. Back in those days, in order to own property, you had to be clergy or royalty. Peasants couldn't own property. So a lot of people got into clergy for the wrong reasons, didn't they, everybody? And that's what happened. The church in that time was corrupted. I've seen the church in my 75 years, different dioceses that were corrupt, turn it around. I experienced their corruptness as a young man. I got stories about it too in my videos. And they're free. If you're interested in the type of life I lived growing up, I'll tell you stories about spearfishing out in the middle of the Gulf, 20 miles out. Go down, our anchor's in. We go down, we start spearfishing. We hold our breath. We're not really paying attention to the boat or anything, you know. Tide comes in all the while we're out, spearfishing, coming back to the boat, you know. And then one time I went up and I says, looked around, where's the boat? And then Mike, who was a spearfishing champion in Florida, I was spearfishing with him and Ted. They were a team. They were the spearfishing champions of Florida. And I was their friend. And they were teaching me how to spearfish. I made some nice shots, and they saw them too. I caught a big grouper, shot up from under a rock, and went up, out, you know, like, ow, away from me. And I picked up my gun, and I had one of those big, powerful spear guns, and I pointed at it, and pulled the trigger, and I hit him, whack, on the run. And both Ted and Mike saw that shot. They come back up the boat. That was a cool shot, man. That was a cool shot, yeah. Yeah. I never spearfished before, man. I just had a good sense of judgment on, because I was a bow, you know, archery and all that stuff. You know, I knew how to do all that stuff. And that's how I aimed my underwater spear gun. Pull the two big rubbers back. Oh, man, pull them back. First time I ever used one, I put it in front of my face like this. Like this, and I pulled the trigger, and it came back and hit me right in the nose. I was underwater, too. Oh, it could have knocked me out. And it came back, boom. That's how powerful them guns are. I respected it after that. But it was always that first time. First time I ever jumped off a boat with tanks on my back. I had, my weight belt was too much weight on it, and I went right to the bottom. I had to take my weight belt off so I could get back up, because I was breathing air and everything. I had the air tank on and everything, and I was getting into the water. I was going to float around, you know, and then dive down. But as soon as I got in the water and I had that weight belt on, I went whoop right to the bottom. I'm down there. This is my first time with tanks on and everything. And then I calmed down. I took the weight belt off. I got up there. And said, oh, jeez. I had to leave my weight belt down there. Darn it. And I told them what happened. You know, I was with Ted and Mike. You know, they were the spearfishing champions. They were teaching me how to spearfish and all that, with tanks and all, too, as well as free dive. I was a free diver. I could hold my breath for almost a couple of minutes easy. While I pumped down, it would take me 20 seconds at the most to get down and then look around. I had another 20 seconds. Looking around, I spot, if there's a lot of fish, you spot the one you want, and boom, pop it. And then go back to the top. And then take them, go to the boat, and you got a 55-gallon drum in the boat, and you put the fish in there and pull the hook out of it. I mean, your spear out of it. You put it in the 55-gallon drum. And by, I don't say, a couple hours and stuff, right around there, probably 2 hours, 3 hours, we filled the bucket, 55 gallons of prime grouper and hogfish and whatever else was thick and fat down there. Yeah, like snappers and stuff. Oh, there was some big fish down there too. Others, but we just focused on. They said, "Oh, that you when you cook this up." Oh, so we took. Everybody got red. What was it? Hogfish. Oh, these hogfish are big, big as my whole head right now. You know, they're great, but their fillets on them are about that thick, and they're like eating crab claw, fresh out of the conk, the crab claw. You know, big. You get a chunk of meat out. Well, that's what these hogfish taste like, but they're even chewier. They're a little chewier, but man, they're good. Oh, you dissolve. You put some butter in a pan or something like that. You've been out hunting all day long and you're starving. You sit down there and you get a nice cold one. You know, and you drink that down. This is when I was younger, in my 20s. I can't do that now. It'd kill me probably. But anyways, it's good thinking about it though. And I got a lot of stories, man. I got tons of stories to tell people. I don't know. I think I could be interesting enough for people to listen to. Maybe I have to do a little bit more propping or something like that. Learn how to use my camera a little bit better to where when I'm talking about something, I can show a picture of it somehow. I'd like to evolve into something like that. I know it can be done. Right now, I'm messing around with the drones. I got 3 drones. They're not very expensive. I got them off the internet and they were like 15, 20 bucks, something like that. I'll try it for that much. It's my birthday, I'll buy some. So they came in the mail last week. I'm still figuring, I haven't even read the directions. I mean, they're playing around with it. It's flying all over the place, crashing and everything, you know. I said, how come I can't control that? Well, read the book. Find out how to do it. That's me. I always want to try to do it without reading the instructions. I can figure this out. What do you think I got? I got a tech degree, man. I can figure this stuff out. Come on. And then that's when I catch myself with this new technology coming out. My degree is archived. I got my degree in '78. And since then, I went to school after school after school after school. Heck, I didn't get out of school until I was 28 years old. After I dropped out in the 9th grade, and I went down into St. Petersburg, the junior college there, and they had a program there for to get a GED. So I signed up for it, and he took me in. He said, yeah, he says, I'll tell you what we can do. If you learn the quadratic formula or equation, show to us that you understand it, you know it, we'll consider you educable to get a degree. And I said, oh, that would be a challenge. That sounds cool. So I did it, and I didn't graduate. I left because I ran into opposition that was just evil. So I left. I went to St. Leo, and I became an honor student there. Yeah, dean's list and all. Yep. The temptation was there, but I just ignored it. And I concentrated on Jesus and singing, praising God. And my own one fault was I liked smoking marijuana. I don't smoke it anymore. And I don't take any drugs that are opioids anymore. I take Celebrex. It's a non-narcotic. It does not That's not a habit for me. And it works. It takes the pain away. If you combine it with a solution that really isn't probably approved by many people nowadays. Yet. But I'm telling you right now, I'm off of opioids. I'm completely cognizant of everything I'm doing. My talk, my speech, my eyes are slanted because I haven't had glasses for 2 years. I've been putting this together and that together because I have early stages of dementia. I forget. I go into a room and I go, what did I come into this room for? Oh, come on, man. What did I come into this room for? Come on, God. What's this happening to me for? I guess so God can show me when he heals me. And he's blessed me. He let me go. He let me go. I got. He let me got one. How's that for English language for a man with 2 4-year degrees and 1 2-year degree on the honor roll? If I don't tell you, who's going to tell you? But that's what happened when God came into my life. Holy Spirit Retreat House in Connecticut. Roy Leisure was the founder, I guess. The prophet prophesied over me. He said, and I was invited there by people in my hometown. Wanted to see a better me. So I went up there. I went through the program, all that. They put their hands on my head. And he says, you're going to be a scholar. And I go, what's going on here? Do they know I dropped out of school in the 9th grade? I'm going to be a scholar? He goes, you will be a scholar. He took his hand off my head. I says, man, I got to hightail out of here. These people are wackos. I was thinking that, right? But then I thought, they're nice people. I like them. They're very kind and understanding and listening. I like people like that. How about you? You like people like that? All you Chinese out there? I have Chinese in me, people. There's proof right there. I mean, look at me. I got Chinese in me. Even the Chinese have looked at me and they said, yep, you got Chinese in you. You know, your eyes are every color, aren't they? They're blue, they're green, they're gold, they're got black in them. I'm a black man, too. Is everybody else know that? I didn't know it until my brother told me. Billy, he says, we got black in us, man. I said, what do you mean by that? He goes, we're from North Africa, man. Check it out. So I go to AI, And I said, is there any affiliation with Sicilians and North Africa? And they come back, yes, most certainly. And I'm going, I'm black. Oh, my goodness. A Sicilian. See, a Sicilian is thought to be the mulatto of the Italiano. They're darkies. And to prove a point metaphorically, look at the shape of Italy. It's shaped like a boot. And look what it's booting. Sicily. And they're kicking them back down to North Africa. It's a soccer ball. Sicily. And Italy's kicking it back down to North Africa saying, get out of here. We don't want any more darkies around here. Get down there. Get out of here. How's that for a story? That's a metaphor, man. You can look at just take a look at the map and see what I'm talking about. Sicily, right in the middle, there's a big soccer ball right there. in the middle of the Mediterranean, and every boat that was trading with the East and the West stopped there. And there was a lot of horny sailors that had to pay in gold. There's no universal money, just gold. This is the way I believe it was. Because I am a descendant of that. I have Arab in me. I'm a Muslim. But I'm a cradle-born Catholic. But I've got Muslim in me. I'm an Arab. My mother's side of the family, my mother's mother, all Jewish. Hebrews, Jews. Mixed Sicilian. Finally, I came out. Now here I am, a Jewish, Muslim, black, Arab, Chinaman. Am I the face of everybody? Hey, everybody out there. You want to see your face, man? Here I am. If you're Chinese, I got Chinese in me. Yeah. I got black in me, right here. All my black. I still got black. Yeah. It's in there. All the black. Come on, black. Come on now. Oh, hey, man. What happened, man? Oh, what are you hiding me for, man? Come on. Stick me out in front, man. Come on now. Let's get some blackness going here. Hey, can I say the word nigger? I don't know. You better let everybody know you're got black in you or something if you're going to do that in a black neighborhood. Because they'll take crowbars and hit you over the head if you do that. I mean, really? If I said nigger, they hit me over the head with crowbars? Oh, yeah, there's documented cases of that happening. Yeah, contact me. I'll tell you what they are. Matter of fact, they're in my films. I tell about how somebody used the word nigger and got their head beat in. The guy snuck up behind him and hit him over the head with a crowbar and beat him and then ran his truck over him because he said nigger. Didn't realize my brother's a nigger. And I've heard niggers. They go, hey, nigger, what's happening, man? Hey, come on over here. Tell me about your wife, man. Tell me about what's going on there. Come on, nigger. Come on, man. Tell me something. They're all brothers, man. They all hug each other. They're all jive. I hung up with them, man. So I got that in me, man. That's who I am. I'm a nigger. And I'm proud of it. I like the word nigger. Yeah? Are you guys going to do cowed away from the word nigger? Beat people up because of it? Cause a genocide because of the word nigger? Well, here's a nigger telling you about the word nigger. I like it. I'm a nigger. Yeah. You want to fight about it? Yeah, I'm a nigger. Instead of making everybody, oh, don't call him a nigger. Oh, don't do that. Yes, prejudice. You can go to jail for that. But if you're a nigger, you can call a nigger. But not in public places. You'll get kicked out. Because I tried it, man. Hey, man, what's that? What's happening, bro? I was in a FedEx building. I said, hey, man, what's happening? Getting my stuff and everything. And he goes, hey, you're looking cool, man. I got my long hair, I got my hat and all that stuff on you. I'm a guitar player, man, harmonica. I got 385 films, videos on YouTube. Come on, man. I'm famous on YouTube. Nobody. I don't go any place else. Well, I'm leeching out now. I give them some Facebook stuff. If people want to listen to me, I give them my YouTube channel. Facebook doesn't say anything about that. They like the business, I guess, because a lot of people click on it. They don't let me know. And the count on it, sometimes I run across things that they say, well, your account's doing this and your account's doing that. Which account? I got 5 of them. Facebook alone, over the years, I've been a member since they first started. I got 5 accounts with them because I do videos and everything. And then I was in business on one of them. I was a real estate broker, 13 years. I fell off a scaffolding and hurt my back bad. Couldn't show houses anymore and lost enthusiasm about, trying to hustle up some business, advertising, spend all that money and everything. And now I'm a broker and now you get the whole show now. And it was going beautiful until I fell off that scaffolding, hurt my back. 2004. Right around there. Building my office. I run my real estate business. I built it. It came out beautiful, too. But it had stairs. So I did the downstairs also. So if I get somebody who can't climb stairs, they can go right in floor level. That's the way I have it worked out. It's in the transition right now. So, but I get sick. I got sick. I got off that opioid stuff. Taken it for years because I got spinal stenosis. I was involved with that Agent Orange crap. Come back over here, and my poor wife, she had to go through. She broke out in a rash when I came back from Vietnam. We couldn't make love. She was allergic to me. We did for a while, stuff. And then all of a sudden, the allergic reaction started getting really bad, and we broke out with rashes and stuff all over our bodies. I said, what the heck? I think, did you cheat on me or something? And I find out, no, it's a yeast reaction to my blood now. She wouldn't let me wear a condom. So I never wore a condom. We didn't do anything to stop having a baby. But we had a baby blob. Vietnam took care of that for me, too. I believe. Oh, they're saying, oh, it was a fibroid cyst. Yeah, right, 6-pound fibroid cyst. And they removed my wife's womb. And then they say, oh, all the records are in the flood. The flood came and took all the records and ruined all the records. Microfiche records? How do you ruin all the records? I just didn't pursue it. I smelt a can of worms. So I just said, nah, I don't remember them cans. Oh, I've done that before. Screw that. I just let it slide. Now the evidence is gone. All I have is the memory. She was 50 and I was 50. And it was the end of our marriage as far as conjugal union. And the Catholic Church says there must be a conjugal union for a valid marriage. So my wife and I have been living together. She's a hermitess, and I'm a hermit. I don't fool around with her, and God knows I trust her. I trust her. But I can tell you, I don't fool around with her. Not one person can come up and say anything. They can insinuate something, make it look like a situation happened. The devil knows all kinds of ways to get to your brain, to make you really frustrated, to give up. Say, screw all this, give me some booze. Give me some heavy drugs. Give me another woman. Maybe I can be a councilman, or I can go in the government or something. Power. Get some power. How about that? I start fixing everything up. I can get the power. What do I want to do all that stuff for? It's like they saying that guy that went down to Kenya and put in 100 water wells. My YouTube brother. I'm going to say that. My YouTube brother. Yeah. I've been a member of YouTube for 4 years. And last year, not a whole year yet, but the beast there, Jim Donaldson, went down to Kenya. And I've been praying and crying and begging for water wells to go in Kenya. You know what he did? He went down and put 100 in. I'm praying for him now. Thank you, Jim. YouTube brother. You learn how to conquer the system, huh? That's cool. I'm just a poor man. My house is built without a dime in the bank, just my backbone. A wheelbarrow and a pick and a shovel, and I dug a hole. And in that hole, I built my house that I'm sitting in now. And happy to say I have close to 4,000 square foot at $300 a square foot. That's the going rate right now. And that's low to build a house, custom built, with real 2x4s, not rinky-dink tin things, 2.5-inch walls. Mine are 4-inch, 2x6s, 6x6s, heavy-duty built. I built it. Everything heavy-duty. I even cut the roots of the trees in the back of my house from protruding into my wall. Even though every 4 feet I poured mortar and steel rod down through it to keep the wall strong. Because the mason said, "Oh, you don't need to do that. You know." I said, "Yeah, well, I've seen some of the work you guys have done 10, 15 years down the line, and there's a lot of cracks all over the place. And I don't want that happening here. So I'm going to do this." So I did it on my own, and I don't have any cracks. I did it on my own. You can't find any cracks in my walls. So I got a solid built home, concrete floor. It's below grade, 1.5 inches, and then you can't count it as living space. And taxes. I did that on purpose, because that's the law. Anything 1.5 inches below grade is not considered living space. And I use it for storage. I don't live in it. Too cold down there. Too cold in the wintertime, too. It's really cold down there. Because I don't heat it. I keep the equal. I keep the bottom cold. Hot air rises. Keep everything up here. Don't go downstairs. Even though I have a hallway, it can go right down. But it don't. Because hot air rises and cold air sinks. So everything stays kind of like 60, 65 down there. You know, like the temperature of the earth if you were to bury yourself down a little while. That's what they did in Vietnam. Oh, yeah. I tell a story about that. Those rats in those tunnels. How they got some of us. And what we had to do to eliminate them. It's in my videos. I got a treasure in there. But you know what? They're archiving some of them because if nobody watches them after 6 months, they archive them, from what I understand. Because I've searched for them, I can't find them. My earlier ones. My earlier ones are, I was a beginner, really, when I started this. I started this 4 years ago. I was a school teacher, you know, I was used to playing music, and for 30 years I played music in front of 500 people to 1,000 people at a time, every week, for 30 years. Yeah, I did that. Whew, for free. For free. I did it for God. But my wife she was a paid DRE, though. She was director of religious education in a pretty big parish, wealthy, had a good income coming in. She worked for minimum wage, though. She could have been a doctor. She graduated SUNY 4.0. All the courses she took there was a 4.0. And she transferred some up from Florida. So her grade point average wasn't as good down there as it was up here. They wanted her to go on and get her master's and be a doctor. And they were impressed with her. That's what I heard. Because I was in the system, you know. I was a school teacher, you know. I knew what was going on. Very impressed with Susan. They gave her a $50,000 a year job later on in her life. And she worked for the church for 30 years for minimum wage, you know. I think it was like 30 hours a week. She did that for that was her job. And then she would substitute teach and stuff like that on certain days if she wanted to, felt like she could do it. That's how she got the job at Broome Developmental, because she subbed for learning disabled. And there was a record of it, so she used that to get in the door. And when she got in the door with her 4-year degree and they saw how smart she was, they gave her her own division. And she was a supervisor of that division. And they gave her $50,000 a year too, man. You know, and that's not a bad chunk of change for a woman, you know. Nowadays it ain't. Nowadays, jeepers, they won't come to your house, shove you a sidewalk for less than $130, $40. And that's for, you know, 4 guys, you know, come to your thing, $140 an hour. And there's a 3-hour minimum. Look out. Come on, man. Shovel my sidewalk? I ran into guys like that. And they get it, too. Poor little old women. You know, that little old woman. He wants her sidewalk shovel. She calls up some guy, he's in business and all that. He comes over and he says, oh, yeah. He says, okay. I got 4 guys, and we'll do it. It takes up it's pretty big snow here. If it takes us up to 3 hours, you get us for $137. And if it takes more than that, then it's going to be more. She goes, oh, okay. So they come in, shove her a sidewalk and everything, and they charge her $137, and they split. And another job, right? $137 to shovel your sidewalk. Yeah. Oh, this little old lady, okay. She's got a bank full of money, looking for a place to spend it. Why not spend it on herself, right? Well, there you go. That's what happens. I've seen people become widows at an early age, too, and live the rest of their lives not wanting to get into that again. I've seen women like that. They're nice and kind, and stuff, and you can help them out and this and that stuff. But they step in. All women step in to see if they can take charge. Right off the bat, they test, see if they can take charge. I had this one woman. I'm standing out in front of my house, and she comes from across the street. I don't know her really. I don't know her that. Don't know her name or anything. She just moved in. And so she goes, I'm standing in the middle of the street. She goes, he's starting his car up over there. Get out of the middle of the street. You can back up now. And I looked at her and I says, thinking in my mind, what's that? She telling me to do that for? So the guy's pulling out of his driveway and she goes, hey, are you going to get out of the middle of the street? Here comes that car. I looked at her and I says, ma'am, I got 2 4-year degrees. Do you think I got enough sense to get out of the way of a car coming on me on my own street? People like that push you right to the edge, Take advantage. Oh, he's a little old man. You don't know what's going on. Come on, get out of the middle of the street. Oh, yeah. I'm a little old man. Yeah, right. I had to tell one of my neighbors to come at me. Not too long ago, too. About weeds growing on my side of the fence into his property. Well, there was a 3-foot line there. Had to go before it got to his property because his mistake was he built his house right on the property line. So that 3-foot area there, they complain because I got vines growing off my fence. I like that. They want me to take the vines off my fence. Hey, I got in a fight over it. He come running at me. I say, hey, man, don't come within an arm's length, because if you do, I'm going to consider you attacking me. He stopped. And I says, if you got any thoughts about messing with me, watch me hit the heavy bag first, because that's what you're going to get if you mess with me. I told him that. I'm a little old man. Look, here I am now. What would you think? You want to hear me hit the heavy bag? I'm going to make a film of me hitting the heavy bag at 75 years old. You think Mike Tyson looked good? Well, here comes the 75-year-old white Mike Tyson. Yeah, because I got nigger in me. Anybody want to fight about it? I like the word nigger. It's got a zestiness to it. Nigger. Yeah. I'm a nigger. Okay, well, I'm a nice nigger. I'm an old nigger. Ow. My black. I got black. I don't know. Let me pull it out again. Where is that black? Hey, black. Come on out there. Oh, there you are. All right, see ya. Oh, yeah, okay. Get out of there, red. No red in there. See the red here? I got red, red, red. I got red in here. I was born with red hair. My whole head was all red. My whole head was all red. I can make a song of that. Come on, my whole head is all red. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I have fun with the Holy Spirit. I really enjoy His presence. Don't you? Come on, people. Look close. Do you see the face of a nymph? Nymph? What's a nymph? Oh, that's a nickname for nincompoop. That's what I am. I got a 4-year degree in nincompoopsy. Yeah, that's right. So I call myself, because I'm trying to be holy and everything, I call myself Saint Nymph. Oh, Nymph, huh? Okay. Saint Nymph, that's cool. That's cool. Know the reason why. Okay. Saint Nymph is short for nincompoop, and you have a degree in nincompoopsy. That's cool, man. I never met anybody like that. Am I funny? Come on now, people. My dad was a comedian. He was one of the best comedians on the strip in California, Hollywood. He played at millionaires clubs. Yeah, he brought me into one once. I was visiting there. I was 35 years old. He said, Billy, come on out tonight. I want to show the town, man. Well, he's okay, Dad. Let's do it, man. There I am, 35. And my dad's 20 years older than me, so he's what would he be, 35, 55. I'm going to show you the circuit, Bill. Yeah, here I want you to wear this coat. He dressed me all up in his best suits and everything. Because he was a car salesman, man. All his money went into clothes. I wasn't like that. Just give me some running pants, sweatshirt. I'm on the road, you know. He says, no, we can't do that, man. He says, I want you to dress. Yeah. So he dressed me all up, made sure my hairs and my nose were cut and everything, you know. So we're going to go out tonight. Okay, Dad. So we go out and he starts this thing, you know. So I'm going to take you to this club I go to, you know. So we go in there and there's a carpet, red carpet going up the valley of it, you know. You have to walk up the red carpet into the restaurant type atmosphere. And you get in here and you sit down and you have something to eat and everything. And everybody's looking at everybody, you know, and who's that guy? He's a movie star? Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, they're friends of these millionaires and all that stuff that own this club, right? So they invite all these movie stars to dinner. So people, when they come and they're members of the club, there's movie stars eating dinner with them, man. Get autographs and everything, man. Yeah, stuff like that can happen. Easy in Hollywood. I was mixed in with all that. I shook hands with Frankie Avalon. He looked at me. I was only 21, 22 in top shape. He looked at me, he says, oh, I remember what it was like to be young like you. Yeah, he looked at me. He had all this makeup on because he was doing a movie, you know, Frankie Avalon. I met him. Vic Weiss was my sponsor. They found him with 2 bullets in his head, the back of his Lincoln Continental. Worse than a horse being at the foot of your bed, right? if you know what I mean. And there were some big people behind him. Real big people. I'm talking about really big people. That if they had a sword in their hand, you would picture them in the olden days as a Viking or something, coming in and taking over your business. That's what they do, people. They want your business. They come in and take it. If it's good enough. So don't try to be a big success in life. Just work for your money. Because there's boldness in this world. Real boldness. You don't mess with the purse. The purse is oil. You don't mess with oil. Look at the guy who made the water engine there. Now AI says there's no such thing. That guy never existed. The guy that drove his car from California to New York. Was it New York to California? I don't know. I just heard about it. I'm not really familiar with it. He drove it on water. So they had all the oil people, all these big billionaires. Oh, let's have a toast to the man who saved the world from pollution. The man of the water engine. And they named him. Now AI says no one ever existed that ever did that. So all the children that were born after me, because I remember it, what happened. And I was, oh, he's got dementia. Oh, yeah, no, bull crap. I don't have dementia that is so profound and meaningful. I don't forget that stuff. I forget, oh, I left my screwdriver. Where did I put that screwdriver? How many people do that? Everybody does that. Just do it more when you get to be my age. Wow, 75. I beat my dad by 11 years. He died at 64. Thyroid condition. Wow. Oh, he went through a lot of things happened to him. His neck. He never had he had a degenerative spine disease also, and his neck bone dissolved. And I had to take a floating rib out of his back and fuse it in there and put wires and all that stuff so he could have a neck bone. Swivel on it, stuff, you know? It was very painful for him in the wintertime here, New York. So he moved to California, stayed there. Only came back here in the summer. It wanted nothing to do with cold weather. I guess whenever it did get cold in California, it probably bothered him. I bet you. But he played golf until he was an old man. Well, he looked older than he was. In 64, he came back and to Binghamton, and he was meeting all of his friends at the golf clubs and everything. All the guys that were his buddies were still hanging out, playing the golf, still doing the same thing, right? He come in, say, hey, who are you? I'm Donnie Nixon. You're Donnie Nixon? They didn't recognize my father. He had big bulging eyes, like a bullfrog, staring at you. Big bulging eyes. I can't do it, thank God. My eyes always been slanted like this. You know, they slant. I need libration, like I'm a desert looking for a water well. That's what I talk about all the time in all my films. Water wells in Kenya. Jim Donaldson put 100 of them in. Gave all the kids bicycles. They had to go 2.5 miles, some of them further, to get to school every day and walk home every night with a bucket of water. He put the water wells in. Gave them all bicycles, ride back and forth to school, put a bridge in because it got wiped out every time the monsoon came through. The river washed it right out. Then everybody's stranded. You can't get to the village and you can't get to the schools or town or anything. So he put a bridge in. They don't have that problem anymore in this one area. Man, yeah. Somebody with money that can do what they can do, to make life. Instead of us going $71 billion to go to a star, and there's nothing there. We know there's nothing there. But we get the technology to get there. That keeps us advanced in our technology. And now we got these spaceships flying around nobody knows anything about. What's going on there? Nothing to worry about, probably, because I think it's probably a big advertising scheme. Everybody's got their mind on what right now? Drones. What are these drones flying around all over the place? Big as cars. That's what's coming at you, people. They're going to sell these drones, drones, for $300,000. Who's got the money? Who wants one? And they're easy to drive. You just put the helmet on and learn how to use it. Is by moving your head and your eyes. Hey, you're going to take and start it up with your body temperature or something. It recognizes who you are from your fingerprints on the steering wheel or something. You go where you want to go. 300 grand. You want to go into debt? How much is your house worth, man? Oh, put it on get some cash, man. Buy one of these things before you die, man. These are going to be a pleasure. If you got the guts. But is it going to be so easy a 5-year-old can drive one? Okay. Who are you? My honey's come home. Okay, so I got to end it. I should have ended it with a song. I don't know, maybe I'll put it on. Well, I can't find my tuner. I got 12-string. It's hard to tune 12-string by ear. You got to, it's like a piano, really. 12 strings you got to tune. They got to be octaves and everything, so they're hard. Some guys can do it, though. I've seen some guys do it. I'm not into it that much like that. Because I play more than one instrument. I play dozens instruments. Playing piano now. Bought myself a nice stereo. Yeah, wailing on it, too. Who are you talking to? Okay, she says, who am I talking to? Okay, everybody. God bless you all. Bye-bye.